some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gators will boot it away to start the game. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas A&M's offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Castellanos. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. The Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quick strike complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Oh, they're after him. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Oh, the attempt is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. The Gators offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like we had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the position switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The give to the back. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Off over the middle. It's Brooks. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Pulls it in. It's Dennis. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out.
Later in the year and big decisions are made, you've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the...
There he goes. Still on his feet. He's brought down the 1 of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got him still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
They're set and a turnover in their own territory. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. We put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrate.
Hauls it in the first down and more. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
On second and goal, he gets another chance. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little light here on 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
It's complete to the left. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands. It's Dennis. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Dances away to buy time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Here comes the heat. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Fires to the right. Finds his man open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. That was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the move. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Quarterback on the move, still looking. Calling his own number on that one, but they are ready for it and stop him. It'll be 4th down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Navy. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of the drive, wants to throw. They're setting up the screen. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Aggies are in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in on the left. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And now in the most bizarre of spots, here comes the field goal kicker. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the running back. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Quickly out to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Pucks it out of the air. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Just keeps swinging it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Looking to throw on 1st down. And to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball...
Turning it on! Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. They've been running it, but now the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brooks. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Gonna run it. It's Castellanos. Stopped in the backfield. He's gonna lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top.
Well, this offensive line knew they had a huge challenge coming into this game because the defense registered 6 sacks there last time out. They knew that they were going to have to win some one-on-ones up front. They finally lost the battle on that last play, though. That was the first sack they've allowed in this game.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Complete to the left. At the 45 on his way. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Wide out trying to get it in. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to barge in. Moving toward the end zone, and fumble! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. The Gators backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. They'll go to the ground. Gives them a little breathing room. Picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. High the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fakes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Gator! And the stomping has commenced. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Figlin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Navy. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here comes the offense on first down. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Makes the catch. It's Dennis. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. This time he's got it. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. He went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if it's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. These last 2 plays have just made you go, what are you doing? 3rd and goal, a chance to set it right. The give to the lone running back. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll run it. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown in the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season. Undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business.